Hello Aries, welcome in for your full moon in Aries reading. This is for Aries sun, moon, and rising signs regarding the full moon coming up on October 1st. So Aries, as I begin shuffling, I'd like you to just take a few deep grounding breaths. This full moon is definitely going to be powerful energy. Aries energy obviously is very dynamic, but especially for you, you're definitely going to feel this if it's an important sign in your chart, okay? If Aries, you find that this reading doesn't resonate for you, I do encourage you to check out your moon and rising signs as well to see if those resonates more. So as you get yourself grounded right now, Aries, this is so that you are able to, one, be discerning about what message is for you. This is a general reading, so you're going to want to take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay? But in addition to this, grounding your energy helps me to get in touch with you in a more clear way. Okay? All right, Aries. Let's see. Messages for Aries. Spiritual guidance for Aries around this full moon coming up October 1st. All right, Shock of the New. Whew, I love that card. She feels, she knows. Yeah, this, what was I just saying? This full moon's gonna hit you. Hit you right in the feels, Aries. In the world, not of the world. I love it. I just saw this yesterday for Aquarius, so interesting to be seeing these themes kind of coming back up again. All right, let me just take a moment. I'm going to look at these cards and we'll see. We'll go from there. Aries, I feel like in this full moon time frame, you are getting some big energetic downloads, especially to your third eye, your throat chakra. There could be a lot of creative energy that's opening up for you at this time. Definitely, this is a card of, stepping into our creative power. Worth mentioning, I do host a free group called Artists Anonymous on Facebook. If you'd like to join us, feel free to drop a comment below and I can get you the link to that. We're working through Julia Cameron's series, The Artist's Way, to unblock creatives and help the creative energy flow for people that are drawn to those sort of things. So you, Aries, could have some new energy coming into this, or this full moon could literally be bringing in new ideas for you. If you've been stuck at some point, this energy is going to be a potent time for creating for you. And you're definitely gonna feel the energy of this, like I said before, more than other people. She feels, she knows. You could feel definitely like a heightened sensitivity to other people's energy, picking up on things a little bit outside of what you see on the surface. Trust any intuitions you're getting at this time, okay? In the world, not of the world, I definitely feel like for you, Aries, this is about you bringing this, if you've been going through some sort of spiritual awakening, I want to say over the last couple of years, but this could be a newer thing too. You're being called to bring your spiritual self and your physical self into balance, okay? Because when those two integrate, that is when true magic happens. That is when, embodying our completely spiritual divine self in our human form. That's the goal, okay? That's what we're here to do, to be authentically ourselves 100% of our time and to continue growing as spiritual beings, okay? I'm going to just look at the Oracle deck, see if any messages in here jump out at me before we get over to the tarot, all right? So, starting with Shock of the New. What wild, unconventional voice is calling you? Can you hear it? It is so different and so unusual, it might be hard to decipher. Like hearing an unfamiliar language for the first time, it might be hard to discern with great clarity now, but there is an affinity between you and this strangely beautiful newness seeking to manifest. This oracle says there is a stirring at the deepest level within you. Something new will break through, and the process of the birth may be a shock to you. The shock will transform into great joy and a sense of tremendous liberation, but you must bear the strangeness first. Yeah, okay, so if you are going through like sort of like a reawakening, I definitely feel like for some of you that's a message. Your third eye's opening and you're needing to channel that through you. Even like light language activations could be coming through. You might think, I don't know what this is. I don't know why this is happening. And you're really being called to just go with it. You know, it was just saying about how it's hard to decipher, and she feels she knows, you know, hearing with your inner ear, seeing with your inner eye. These are feeling senses. It's different from seeing things in the physical world. So getting used to these new sensitivities is gonna be strange for you at first, and that's okay. This oracle comes with a special message for you. A special message for you. There are rumblings and stirrings in the creative life force happening now, deep in the undercurrents of your being. If you are very attuned or sensitive, you may have consciously felt this already, with excitement, discomfort, or both. If you have not yet sensed these inner stirrings, they are happening all the same. So be on the lookout for the big shift of new birth, the shock of the new, the unconventional, the strangely beautiful, and the disturbing liberation of that which is foreign stepping into your life. This is life creating the stage upon which you will experience greater fulfillment. Pretty sick message to get, Aries. I love it for you. She feels she knows. An illumination is erupting from within you as a vision that is bringing what was once obscured into clarity. Yeah, totally. Okay. Do I need to go on? There is something breaking through your consciousness where you are reaching a deeper level of spiritual enlightenment and realizing that your true nature is not as, you know, human, that we're much, much more than what we appear to be on the outside, okay? I definitely feel like that's the message for you in these cards. I hope that resonates. We're going to go over to the tarot now and get a little deeper look at what's going on in your world. Okay, messages for Aries. What's going on for Aries at this full moon in Aries time period, Spirit? Spirit, what messages does Aries need to know about this shocking awakening that they're going through at this time? What does Aries need to know about this energy coming forward for them at this time? All right. Aries, I'm going to lay this out and then I'll talk you through what I'm seeing. The Hierophant. Whew. That was in the center for somebody else, I think. 6 of Cups. A 7 of Cups. Justice. Ace of Swords. Ooh, interesting. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. The Empress. Nice. Okay. Father of Wands. And the 2 of Wands. Okay. So, Aries, yeah, like I was saying before, there is some sort of spiritual awareness coming to you. It's like a bolt of lightning, okay? This shift in your consciousness is impossible to ignore, and these spiritual truths that are standing out to you now, synchronicities you're noticing around this mindset shift that you're going through, these, whatever it is that's coming up repeatedly, it holds the key, okay, for you to get balanced, for you to get grounded, for you to bring your spiritual self into your physical body. And your 6 of Cups being the challenge right now, It could be that these messages are coming through from people you know, people from your childhood even, people that you've known for a long time, old friends, or it could be coming through in the form of somebody that is a soulmate connection of some sort, and that doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic connection, but this could be like a very close friend, somebody that you have that deep knowing with, that is acting as a mirror for you and providing this clarity at this time. But I do also have this secondary message coming through, Six of Cups being associated with children, family, our past. This tree, I do feel like, trees don't grow tall unless they grow deep roots, right? So, Aries, there could be some outdated belief systems from your childhood, from your lineage, that are coming to the surface now for you to heal and release. This could even be resistance to your spiritual path because of belief systems of your parents, of your grandparents, that sort of thing. Especially if you come from a background that maybe was a bit more spiritually restrictive. Okay? And I think it is about, you incorporating these things to carry forward. They all serve the purpose of helping you get to where you are now. They served a purpose at some time. So rejecting them, not doing any sort of shadow work around them, not a great call. But it is time to address these things. It definitely is. It's time to address any outdated thought patterns that have arisen for you lately from your lineage, and to find a more spiritually empowering belief system around that. With the Seven of Cups in your recent past, I feel like you're coming out of this period of limbo of, I don't really know where I'm going. I could do this, or I could do that, or I could pursue writing this story, or write this book, or start this band, or whatever. And I'm saying creative things because the Shock of the New card is a card for artists for sure. But I feel like you've had some energetic ambiguity. You don't really know what direction you're going in, and you're just kind of like, okay, well, I'm just moving through it. And now at this point, you're getting that bolt of clarity of, no, I know which one I want to do. No, I know, I might not know which path to take, but I know that it's divinely inspired, okay? And it's interesting, there's a lot of mirroring with this Hierophant in the central card, with the Justice and the Ace of Swords, because they're both pointing towards the middle, okay? So Justice, this could be, that is a Libra card, so that could just be that you are focusing right now in this time period on balancing your masculine and feminine, the light and the dark, the shadow and the higher self. And there's some clarity that's coming through. I think if this is, if we're talking about shadow work and spiritual work, this is a bolt of clarity that's coming from your subconscious about your emotional, psychological blocks, if that makes sense. There's clarity in your mind. You are seeing things much more clearly, okay? There is this arrow that points to what you're here to do. You're seeing much more clearly that what the path forward to balance and personal justice is going to look like for you at this time period. Four of Pentacles, Aries, that's physical stability. Like if, with this past energy, there could have been some insecurity about you could not even know maybe where you're going to live. Okay, there could be insecurity about you don't know where your money's coming from. And getting this bolt of clarity, it might not solve all your problems, but knowing the path that you want to take and doing the work on your internal blocks, that is what's going to bring in this stability. any sort of fear or unsureness, probably not the right word, but that's what's coming through right now. It needs to dissolve, and by getting clear on what you want to bring in, making a choice, then the universe is able to bring in more stability for you. And even just knowing, okay, this is what my plan is now, that's gonna, I feel like, give you some sort of grounding feeling of, I might not know how it works out, but I know that this is the path I'm supposed to take at this time. And then the Nine of Cups being your advice card, I definitely feel like this is just a reassurance from your guides that this choice you're making at this time, this path that you're seeing much more clearly, it's going to bring an emotional fulfillment for you. It's going to tie in the different experiences you've had in your life and bring some sort of like emotional fulfillment back in. I also, Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, and this is the harvest moon, so this could also be about you. There's some advice here about starting a gratitude practice. Okay, that's going to be grounding and stabilizing as well. And starting that in the full moon energy might be a great place to start. Empress, outside influences, Libra energy, and also Taurus energy. Okay, so if you know somebody, Taurus or Libra, that is really influential in your life at this time, this person is playing a role in helping you become more stable. They're helping you on this journey. Interestingly enough, though, I've been feeling like this external influences is more continuation of the advice in spreads recently. That's the energy I'm getting from it. But it's like advice from your higher self. It's from the self that's external to your physical form. And so there's some self-care that needs to happen here, and that focusing on your physicality, moving your body, that sort of thing. Definitely getting a hard yes on the moving your body. Let's just clarify the Empress, though. Let's see if we can get some more clarity on what this Empress is about. Okay, the cards are talking. 1 second. Interesting. Son of Pentacles, Son of Wands, Seven of Swords. Aries, I know you like to get things done, and sometimes when we are ready to start something new, we can just we want to tell people in our life about it. And if we aren't ready for that, if we have any sort of blockages around bringing that into our existence, any resistance within ourselves, telling people can actually keep it from coming in. So I do feel like this new creative and physical job, I definitely am seeing career move or idea that you want to bring into the physical realm. You should probably sit on this for now. Okay? Keep this idea to yourself, nurture it, allow it to grow. Okay? Definitely. And if this is about, this isn't going to be for everybody, but for some of you, I am getting the feeling that if you have a couple of suitors pursuing you, if you've been single for a while, looking for a relationship, you could be dealing with a fire sign and a earth sign. That's not necessarily true, but I am seeing two suns here. I definitely feel like guarding your energy from them. Okay, so maybe it's not a romantic thing, but the Empress is romance as well, so for some of you this could be true. I definitely feel like you need to protect your energy from this. You might not be, even if you want a relationship, these aren't the options you have right now are not right for you. So focusing on the self-love, self-care, excuse me, and your creativity. Definitely your creativity, what you want to create, not just for yourself, but for others. Any energy you're putting into those connections is energy wasted, in that it's not going towards the things that you really want to manifest. And if these are people showing up for you right now, they're not up to snuff. They are not ready to handle an Empress, okay? So, yeah. And then the hopes and fears, the Father of Wands. Interesting. So you have the Son of Wands. So maybe you're hoping, maybe you feel like one of these people is the right one for you. And for all I know, they are. For all I know, they are. I feel like right now, they're a Son of Wands. So if this is some sort of divine connection, can you take a step back, look at them with more discernment and say, I'm not where I want to be, you're not where you need to be, and maybe it would be better for both of us to focus on our own energies instead of coming into union right now. I think though too, the Father of Wands, I mean, Wands are creative energy. This is somebody, this is this total Aries energy, and this is somebody who's bringing their creative endeavors into action. Let's clarify. Let's clarify the Father of Wands. Show me about the Father of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, yeah. Yep, I definitely feel like you, things are going to shift. If this is about a partnership, this is a person that's going to come in. I don't think they've arrived yet. I feel like this is just more validation. You're afraid of this change into actually putting these things into practice. Like, even though you're Aries, like, there's some hesitation going on for you. And the Wheel of Fortune is coming in, bringing this hand of destiny forward, this connection to the divine, to move you along your path. Okay, it's time for you to stand up in your full power. Whether or not you're afraid of that or not is besides the point. And then the outcome, you know, if this is all resonating with you, then the direction that you're moving in with this stability that wants to come in the future, this physical stability, emotional stability that's coming in for you, is that you are making a choice and dedicating yourself to one path and one path only. Even though this is a two, they're kind of pointing towards something. You're growing towards, you know, they could be two wands that are pointed like this, or it can be that, you know, this is closer to you and this is further away. And so, okay, so for some of you, it could be that you have two things that you want to do. Totally different creative paths, totally different career paths, and you want to bring them into union. The longer you stay on this path, the more they're going to come into union. These two seemingly opposite things are actually going to combine in some way. Okay? Let's clarify this Two of Wands a little bit. Outcome, Two of Wands. Clarify the Two of Wands for me, please. Two of Wands, clarify, please. Okay. Yeah, the Magician, definitely. Yep, I definitely feel like you are concentrating your energy in the future. Once you make this decision, it's going to bring in stability, and then you're going to be able to move forward with the choice that you've made and manifest what you want. I mean, nothing else to it, honestly. It's pretty straightforward. I hope this resonates for you, Aries. If you like the content that I create, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share. I'd love to hear what you thought of this reading in the comments below. And in case you're interested, I am available for I am available for private readings as well as energy work, and you can find the link to my website below. Take care. See you next time, Aries.